Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first stream of the year. Today, we will be photographing the Crab Nebula. So let's show you guys how it works. So basically, you go in here, go to the one you want to go to, and press this. Now, this telescope that I use will auto track, and yeah, it'll do pretty much everything I need for me, including autofocusing and more. So let's take a look at what it can come up with today. So as we get underway, mhm, so for this nebula, some fun facts would be that it came, all right, it was first exposed to the naked eye in 1054 AD and was visible for about 23 days. Hello, you said you'd like to see Saturn? If you could just confirm that. I can try to get Saturn on this telescope, however, it's pretty difficult to do. Um, just let me know in the chat if you'd like to try to take a picture of Saturn. Switch this. Hold up, my stream's glitching. Okay, I will go to Saturn for you guys. I'll close out of this and we can go and try to see Saturn. Oh, we can't. It's currently invisible. It's below the horizon where I am. But I will go to Jupiter because that's the next closest one. And we'll go ahead and try to take a picture of that. So from my location, the moon is currently below the horizon. However, once it comes up, I might be able to do that for you guys. So this is Jupiter, and you can see some of its moons as I zoom in closer. So some of the moons around it, as you can see, are gaming, what's another popular one that's there? I'm losing them off the top of my head, but so this is Jupiter. I'm going to adjust the stuff on it so that we can try to bring out some detail. Mhm. So adjust it and focus it in. Whoa. Okay, so that we can start to see some detail here a little bit. But yeah, what we were looking at currently is Jupiter. It's very hard to see through this telescope, but you can kind of make out the lines if you look close enough. However, it's kind of hard to do. Let me know in the chat, what would you like to see? What would you like to see in our night sky? We've got some good options available, including nebula and other things. Let me know. Glad you guys can see it. Let's try to focus it with our autofocus technique. Let me know, what do you want to see in the night sky? Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the see Mars. What about Mars? Mars is currently invisible in our night sky, I'm pretty sure, and it probably wouldn't bring out as much detail as it is currently because it's much dimmer uh than Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest and brightest planet in our solar system. Pluto. No, that's way too far out of my reach. Any nebula you guys would like to see? This is what the telescope I use specializes in. Any nebula? Would you guys like to see any nebula? Mhm. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Try to put some non-copyright music. Whoa, we're zooming in way too much. It's not gonna focus that well. Let's try to adjust the settings. Detail. Yes, you guys want to see nebula. Okay. We'll go to let's see. Any cool ones available? That's gonna be the brightest in the sky right now. Let me check Solarium. Solarium's a great thing if you guys would like to unit. Sure, pick one that I can't think of off the sure pick one I can't think of it right off the top of my head. Um, let's see. So, by the way, the telescope I use is the Sea Star S50. It's a great telescope. Um, let's go with the Crab Nebula. This one's very small, but it's extremely bright and pops really quickly, so you guys will be able to see the detail in it right away. Let me know if you guys can hear the music that I'm playing. No. All right, so here's the live view. So uh, what it actually does is it takes in several frames of light, and what that light does is it tries to um, take it in, then it pixelates it in after it reads all the pixels it takes, it brightens them and illuminates them. Can't really hear it. Got it. So right now you're looking at the Crab Nebula, and I can show you guys after some of the photos that I have taken. It's figuring out OBS Studio tonight. So right here, that's what we're going for. It's going to be popping more and more as we go on. Once I denoise it in like 2 minutes, I'd say, we're going to be able to see a whole new image. So as you can see up here in the top right, it's stacked five images. So I'm taking 10-second exposures to bring in as much light as possible as I can. So yeah, tomorrow night I'll also be streaming. So if you guys subscribe, there will be a stream tomorrow night, and my skies will be a little darker, so you'll be able to see more nebula better, and maybe even the moon if that's high enough tomorrow. Camera takes great pictures of the moon. Mhm. So here, let me use this and camera takes great pictures. Thanks for subscribing, by the way. I saw that. Thank you. Can you please respond in chat? I don't know if that's a late message. Okay, so now that we have enough frames down, let's try and denoise it and bring out a clearer image. Venus. Venus is going to be really hard. Any planets on this are really hard to bring out. Besides Jupiter and Saturn, I would say are the main two that I can. So here's our nebula so far. Let me crop it in so that you guys can see better. So that's the nebula we just took a photo of together. And I'll post this to the main page. It's not that great as of right now, but it is a start. So yeah, let's bring out the saturation in it to be more colorful. And if you could bring out contrast a little bit more. And yeah, you can really see what it was compared to with all those pixels that I talked about to this. It's be okay. What does that mean? Okay. Um, so yeah, that's the nebula. We just took a picture of it. It's still running. That's the good thing about this telescope. It runs automatically as we go through, and I can adjust the settings live to try to bring out more detail on the photo. It should cancel out any back. Can you see Orion's belt? There's a pulsar star in it. Um, right now Orion's belt might be a little too low in my sky right now. It's kind of a bad time, but I can definitely try to take a look at it on the app I use to track everything. So let me take a look and see if it's too low. If not, then I'll definitely be able to. So um, let me see. Um, There might be a tree. I can try to photograph Orion's nebula, though. That's one of the brightest and coolest, in my opinion, along with the Horsehead Nebula. So we can try to take a picture of that. Let's see how that would go. First, let's denoise this to see our final image that we got in just under 5 minutes of photographing. Um, yeah, this is a pretty good photo. So if you crop it down, whoa, too much. Look how pretty the stars are in that picture, huh? You can bring out different colors and turn up the brightness on it to really see it pop. What's the nearest star to ours other than ours? Well, the nearest star others I'm pretty sure is Proxima Centauri. Um, but let me fact check that for you. Um, yeah. So I fact checked it. It is Proxima Centauri B. That whole solar system is home to what we think could potentially be um, well, it has exoplanets, so there could be life there, essentially. So yeah, let's go try to take a look at um, the Orion Nebula. You can see all the altitudes on here too, which is kind of cool and nice. So let's see, where would it be? We're gonna be, yeah, it's at altitude 26 degrees. So um, it's too low to be visible right now, but here, let me go to this one. This one I photographed recently, and I think I uploaded it to the channel. Um, it is it's a nebula, but so are all of these, I guess. Um, and it is called the Tadpole Nebula, and you'll see why in a second. Once we start to get the image, because it has to pixelate, like I said earlier. Mhm. Here we go. So right around here, I'm going to start zooming in. You're going to start to see some cloud formation called nebula, and it will be kind of red and vibrant with dashes going through it. If you have any questions for me in the chat, just let me know about the telescope, about the stars, about anything. Just let me know in the comments. And right there, you can see how the telescope tracks with the circle. The circle keeps the telescope on center, and it will follow it throughout the night sky, which is really cool. Looking back, the stream is probably, I would say, about 10 seconds, 15 seconds delayed. I was unable to get the lunar eclipse that happened because it was at 7 o'clock in the morning where I am, and the sun was already up. Too bright and overpowered blood moon or solar eclipse or lunar eclipse, not solar eclipse. The Milky Way is visible, right? Um, in some locations, the Milky Way will always be over it'll always be over your head, and it's a band that strips across the sky. So in different locations, there's these things called Bortle levels, and the Bortle levels are light. It's a matter of light pollution. Now, light pollution is this thing where, like street lights or lamps or anything that's outside, the light that they emit goes up rather than down. So you see, like most street lights just have like a flat surface. That light can go out and up, and it illuminates the sky, making it harder to see these nebula and different things. So in some locations, you can see the Milky Way. Where I am right now, it's a Bortle 4/5, and you cannot see the Milky Way. Boom.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
No,
What is this? The Crab Nebula?
no. Be right back. I'm gonna see if we can see it. Okay.
Who is that?
Viewers.
That's what your telescope is picking up?
Yeah. So
Not
most
that
people
good.
cannot see the Milky Way, and that's very common because people live in most of the time Bortle 5 or plus skies. I'm in a Bortle 4, and you can't see much in the sky because there's so much light that's being shot up and illuminating the sky. So that's why you cannot probably see the Milky Way. If you can, that's great. Mhm. Yeah, did not see it. Some of the other galaxies we can see though. Since the Milky Way is so big, you can't actually like take a picture of it. You need like a time-lapse camera to with a wide field of view. Mhm. Me, there's there's no moonlight. So it's not all about moonlight, but it is about like ground light. If you live near a shopping center or city, a lot of light is being shot up into the sky and it's illuminating it essentially. So that gives off less or more light, like a moon would. If there's a moon in the sky, then it gives off more light, illuminating the sky more, making it harder to see the stars because the stars are dimmer now that the light is so bright. Let's go ahead and denoise this and try to come up with an image. Mhm. Here's a pretty good image of the Tadpole Nebula, and you can see all the color popping from it. This was our before denoising, and after. Brings out the darkness in the image and gets rid of anything it doesn't need. It's called the Tadpole Nebula because you can kind of see it looks like tadpoles swimming, kind of. The zigzag right up that's in the center of the screen looks like a tadpole. So that's the Tadpole Nebula for you. Save that. And we'll keep imaging. See you. Mhm. I'm going to put a poll out soon, and it will be for what we will find tomorrow in our night sky, what we will photograph tomorrow, what we will look at tomorrow to try to see. Mhm. Make sure we have clear skies tomorrow. Clear skies, perfect. So the stream should start around 8 o'clock tomorrow. If anyone would like to tune in then. But for now, we'll keep photographing this. If you have any questions about any space facts or anything, put them down below in the comments. I'd be happy to answer, happy to go to a different target in the sky and see anything. But right now, if you're just tuning in, we're looking at the Tadpoles Nebula. Some fun facts about this is that each tadpole structure, is about 10 light years long. For a reference for everyone that may not know how long 10 light years is, that's about 2,000 times the size from the sun to Pluto. So, the length of our solar system. 2,000 times the size of our solar system. So, the stars you see in the cluster are. Oh, star trails. Stars you see in the cluster have lots of radiation in them. Something's going on with the telescope outside. It's not picking up as it was earlier, which isn't good. Might be shaking. It's a little windy. Any questions in the chat? Hmm. Any questions? Mhm. Maybe I'll be able to do a stream at my school observatory. If we hit 200 subscribers, I will do a stream at my school's observatory instead of my own little telescope observatory thing. Let me know what you would like to see. All right, the telescope's back on track now, taking more images and bringing in more light. Let me know what you would like to see. Let's denoise this and see where we're at. Streaming tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Nice. So this is Tadpole Nebula. This is what our end result was after just 3 minutes. So if we did this for hours upon hours, just imagine what we could have got. Maybe we'll do a long-term stream like that. What happened? Look at that nebula. Wow. You guys can really see the structure. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the stream. Mm. And yeah, that is what we just took a picture of in the night sky. Let's see. Will the moon be visible tomorrow? It'll be visible today at 5:30 in the morning, and that is too early for me to wake up. Let's see. Anything else? Seeming? No. No, 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 no. That's a bad idea. Scenery mode on this, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Unless you're taking pictures of planes or something. Let's see. Let's see if we can find Orion Nebula. M42. Let's try it. Let's try it, chat. This is the brightest one in the night sky. Let me know in the chat what you guys would like to see. Might be through some trees. Probably won't be able to see it, but we'll try. Oh, there it is. You can kind of see it. It's in the middle of a tree, though. The Orion Nebula is right behind there, and it's one of the brightest things that you can actually see with your naked eye in some places. So, right behind here, right there, is the Orion Nebula, but it's behind a tree, so we'll save that for later. So, let's go to Sky Atlas. I don't think we're going to be able to see this, but we'll give it a try. So here's a really cool process. You can see the camera in blue, the telescope camera, move to the target. Not sure we'll be able to see it, but let's see what we could get out of the Horsehead Nebula if it'll track or if it's behind a tree. As it loads, the Horsehead Nebula is in constellation called Orion. So, oh, we're gonna be able to see it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We can actually see the Horsehead Nebula. In a moment, I will share a ton of photos I've already taken with this device, and yeah, one of them will be the Horsehead Nebula, the other will be the Orion Nebula, and more. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. So you can already start to see some of the structures on the Orion Nebula. Let me know in the chat anything you guys want to see in the night sky. Absolutely anything, and I'll do it to my best of ability. If I can't, I'll try it tomorrow. If it's invisible, meaning it's under the ground, not under the ground, but below the horizon, just let me know. All right, let's denoise this and see if we can get a good image after just 1 minute of taking photos. Shout out to Mr. Vasquez. All right, let's denoise and see if we can get a good image. This is one of the brightest along with the Orion Nebula. Both happen to be in the constellation of Orion. Very smeared, but there's detail. So, yeah, as you can see, that is the Horsehead Nebula, and it is located in the Orion constellation. Very red. There's the Horsehead structure, and then there's the Flame Nebula above it. I might want to work on a project with my school to blend these two together, but that's another story. So now I'll show you guys what I have taken photos of in my community. Never mind, my internet doesn't want to work. Hmm. Okay, so we're gonna not going to leak my location. Um, let's take a look at, and they're all invisible. Got it. If you guys are looking for something that you can look at the sky on your own with and just like see anything really, you can download an app that's free called Skyview. I use it. It's pretty cool. If you would just want to see planets or anything else in the night sky, it'll use your phone's compass to like sense your movements, and you can see Jupiter like I'm looking at right now, or different kinds of constellations in the sky, and you can really learn the map of the sky. So that's what I'm going to send you guys off with today. If you are interested in more content from me, visit my homepage, and I will be streaming tomorrow at around 8, 8:30, or 9 o'clock, and somewhere in that time frame.